Welcome to episode 2 of Space Quest 5 with the full voice mod. I'm the DOS Game Man. So we've done all the basics and we're now at Kiss Your Asteroid Goodbye, where a certain droid is about to go and harvest us. So let's go for it.
Well, she's not going to get me without a fight.
Whatever you say, sir. Been nice knowing ya.
So let's transport down and see what we can do with this droid.
Energize!
Meanwhile...
I'm going to turn the speed a little bit down here. Let's just save. What do we save? To transport it. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, we'll walk along here.
No!
Definitely remember that bit.
This looks like every other sheltered clearing with 3 caves, a waterfall, and a pond you've seen.
Yeah, he's not wrong. So we have the stick. Is it this way?
You can't quite reach this piece of fruit. Perhaps if your arms were longer.
Hang on. Can we use... wrong button. Can we use... This is what we use the stick for, right? Well, one of the uses of the stick.
You manage to grab one of the pieces of fruit and liberate it from the swinging cluster. Then, shoving it into your pocket, you add to the increasingly impressive bulge in your uniform. What a great place to go tubing, you think to yourself.
I don't think so. Oops. Oh, come on. Ah, alright, that's to the ship. So we'll come back this way.
Phew, that was too close. You'd better keep moving, Raj. That WD-40 android won't give up till you're a smoldering pile of hero salsa. And the fact that she has cloaking capabilities only makes matters worse. I wouldn't give a tin buckazoid for your life right now, Raj.
Alright, so let's try this door. Okay, yeah, I think I remember this bit. Here she comes. Oh, that's a bit of a bug. That is, I've not seen that bug before. Let's go with it. No, we didn't mean to go in there. We wanted to come up. No! do we get up there? Okay, here she comes again. Right. Right, we see the footsteps, but where am I? There I come. Right. I'm going to assume she's in the cave. Let me just try use a stick directly on the rock.
Get closer. Get close.
There we go. Excellent.
Looks like you bowled her over with your ingenuity, Raj. She's cooling her jets at the bottom of that pool below. Nice work.
Gotta love the sound effects, right? I would say the water pallet cycling, especially these white bits, doesn't look quite right, so I'm wondering if we're hitting just either a bug with DOSBox or a bug with the full voice mod causing issues. There she
By stretching
goes.
your limited ingenuity to the fullest, you've managed to knock out WD-40's cloaking mechanism. The downside is now she's really ticked off.
Right, broke up a bit there. Okay, let's come hide in here. I think this is where we need the... what shall we call it?
This exotic, vaguely banana-like fruit grows only here on Kiss Your Asteroid Goodbye. A sturdy branch that broke under your weight. Maybe someone is trying to tell you something.
Cool, I haven't noticed that.
Starcon Standard Issue PCD, personal communication device.
I know you're here somewhere, Wilco. Come out and face me like a woman. It's your destiny.
Okay, here we go. And we did it.
Hey, Captain. Well, I'll be. You're still in one piece. The ship's scanners picked up a large explosion, and we drew lots to see who got to come down and collect your remains.
And you lost.
Nope, I won. But I'm relieved to see you anyway, sir. It will save a lot of uncomfortable explanations back at Starcon. I see you got the robot's head there, sir. I've been looking for it. Now I'll beam you back up to the ship and then finish picking up the pieces down here.
Well, that was fun. Excellent. Shall we save again?
You think you heard Cliffy beaming in? It might be a good idea to give him that android head.
do like the narrator voice in this.
Hey Cliffy, I have something for you. I just wanted you to get ahead. Bwahahahahaha.
Your sense of humor is surpassed only by your captaining skill, sir. Here, I have something you might be interested in.
Man, he is the slowest walker.
I was putting this WD-40 unit back together, and I had a couple pieces left over. Thought you might like a souvenir. Here you go.
Thanks, I guess.
Let's see what it gave us.
A leftover apart from Cliffy's overhaul of WD-40, the Annihilator android.
Didn't we see one of those in his toolbox? I'm gonna go check that quick. Hang on. Not quite the same. No, okay.
In order not to irk Cliffy, you put back the tools where you found them.
Right, let's go get a cloaking device, I think, is the next step. So if we say...
It's not unlike
Energize!
Wait up, Captain. I'll go with ya.
He is so slow.
Hey, why'd we beam in here? I wonder if this little device had anything to do with it.
Can we go exploring? I mean, we know we're meant to go to the ship, but...
You don't have time to go wandering all over the planet. You need the cloaking device.
Okay, so I've obviously missed some bit of... I don't know how you're ever supposed to get that clue.
Hey,
I wonder if
what
talking
gives?
to Drool and
This must be the
Flo
cloaked ship
gives
of that
you the
killer
idea to come
android.
back here.
Neat!
Yeah, next playthrough I'll find out.
Mirth. Ugh. Go on without me, Captain. I'm not gonna make it.
Okay, yeah, let's use the device.
That's not...
Gonna save here just to see what the death is like. Save. Clocking? Fine, clocking it is.
The very nondescript nature of this panel, which doesn't set it apart from anything else in the ship, piques your interest.
I love that.
WD-40 ship has a Spartan and totally utilitarian interior, indicative of the single-mindedness with which the ship's pilot formerly pursued her victims. This baby is probably rigged with all sorts of lethally effective security devices. High-tech thing-a-majig. The design of the ship's cockpit utilizes an unconventional layout and has a vaguely menacing feel about it. WD-40 ship. This
No,
baby.
okay, let's have a quick walk.
Zowie! The electromagnetic security system has reduced you to a stick of hero jerky.
Fantastic. Let's go to the nondescript panel.
Aha! This must be where the cloaking device is housed. It's some sort of locking mechanism. This should be easy to crack open. The panel won't budge. Oh, it appears that you have triggered some sort of alarm. Better get this thing and get out of here fast. The cloaking device. The pan. The pan. The panel. The pan. The pan. The pan. The panel. The panel. The panel.
Okay,
The
let's...
pan. The panel. The pan. The pan. That will. The pan. The la. The pan. 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 The pan.
I can't remember the combination, so let's...
The panel. The pan. The pan. The pan. The panel. The panel. The pan. The panel. The panel. The panel. The panel. The pan. The pan. The pan. The pan. The pan. The panel. The panel. The pan. The panel. The pan. The panel.
I hope I don't need to Google this.
The pan.
No, we've done that one
The
already.
panel won't. The pan. The pan. The pan. The pan. The pan.
Definitely done that combination before.
The pan.
Ah,
The lat.
oh,
The
okay.
pan. The 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 panel. The pan. The pan. The pan.
Oh dear God.
The panel. 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 The panel.
I'm sure I've tried all these combinations, but maybe I needed that thing open.
The panel. The pan. The pan. The pan. The panel. The panel.
Let's try all the combinations
The
of
panel.
2.
The panel. The pan. The panel. The pan. The panel. The pan. The panel. The panel.
So
The
I
pan-
think we've tried. Let's do these 2
The
then.
panel. The panel.
There we go.
The pan.
Right.
The panel. The pan. The pan. The pan. The lat.
There we go. Let's nab it and
Good
get
job.
out of
Now
here.
Get. Not.
I got it! Let's move before this thing blows!
Oh wow, Chief. Did that hurt? It looked real painful. You okay?
Fine. Perfect. Now help me up.
Sure thing. Here you go. I'll get around to installing this device as soon as I finish my repairs to the android.
Are you sure that fixing her is a good idea, Cliffy? I'm still not sold on the whole plan.
Trust me, sir. Just because you two had a slight misunderstanding, there's no reason she can't become a valuable member of the crew.
Slight misunderstanding? Cliffy? She tried to kill me.
Well, there's that. But I'm pretty sure I can crank down her lethality setting a couple notches. Afterwards, she'll probably just want to beat you severely.
That's not going to cut it, Cliffy.
I suppose you're right, sir. It's probably kinda hard to captain a ship if you've been beaten senseless. But I do think it would help keep you on your toes if she took a random swing at you now and again.
I don't want her to so much as scowl at me, Cliffy.
All right, sir. Have it your way.
Oh yeah, there we go. So has he's taken the cloaking device. Let's go set and save and then see what we're doing. Let's have a chat.
Pardon you, Captain.
When we finish our mission, where's a good place to go for shore leave?
There aren't a lot of options open to us, Captain. The only place that's even halfway decent in this sector is the space bar.
Maybe we'll have to check it out.
I certainly hope we will, sir.
Okay.
What is it now,
I kind of forgot where we're supposed to be going, Flo.
We finished our mission, Captain. Let's fix some R&R at the Space Bar.
Okay, let's do that. Spacebar.
Lay in a course.
Captain, I've about had all I can stand. If we don't take a break soon, there's no telling what I might do.
Let's go spacebar.
Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway.
Light speed.
Lights.
Aye, sir.
I think we can talk to them about anything different.
Pardon you, Captain.
No. Okay, all the same stuff.
Never mind.
Yeah.
What is it now, Captain?
What do you know about our destination, Flo?
The Space Bar is a great place to hang out, Captain.
Okay, I think that's all we're going to get from that. How about science officer?
The Eureka does not currently have a science officer.
He's not finished building her yet. How about Cliff?
You rang?
Cloak ship.
We can't cloak the ship while we're at light speed, sir. Anything else, Captain?
Forget it.
With alacrity, sir.
We're approaching our destination, Captain.
Okay,
Pardon you, Captain.
never mind.
Never mind. Regular speed.
Aye, sir.
Standard?
Standard orbit.
Standard orbit, aye. Let's party. Last one down to the station is a rotten orit ovum.
Off we go. I think Spike looks happy. Let's take Spike with us.
Energize.
Here we go.
Excuse me, Captain, but I see an old buddy of mine over there by the bar.
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Let's have a look around.
The Nova Station is home to this galactically infamous space bar and is the main port of call for ships on Liberty in the G6 quadrant. A huge lava lamp is the capstone to the retro decor of this Star Confederacy watering hole known simply as the Space Bar by its clientele.
Have a look.
With sprint long-distance teleportation systems, you're as good as there. The last time you saw a creature with a mouth that looked like this, it had a big hook in it.
What's going on?
This alien looks vaguely familiar. Captain Quirk is sharing a drink with a familiar-looking alien. Off-duty StarCon personnel frequently come to the space bar to enjoy good food, fine music, and wholesome camaraderie. Finding none of this, they settle for cheap booze, karaoke, and bar brawls. The Nova Station is home to the...
Okay. Let's... come...
Hello, I am your cocktail waitress analog. What's your poison, humanoids?
I'll have a double bourbon on the rocks.
I'll have a fuzzy nostril.
Give me a green goblin.
Here are your drinks. The charges will be deducted from your StarCon account. If you feel the urge to hurl, please feel free to use the restrooms, humans.
That was a good voice for the... I wonder what voice they chose for this sales crew.
Hello there, suck. Partner. May I have a moment?
Well, actually, I'm kinda...
Allow me to introduce myself.
Yeah, I'd say that voice
My
works.
name's Nilo Jones, merchant of Venus. Dealer in fine collectibles. Trafficker in rare artifacts. What's your moniker, son?
I'm, Roger Wilco.
Well, Wilco, this is your lucky day. I could tell the first minute I set eyes on you that you're a discerning individual with an IQ significantly higher than the chair he was sitting in. A man who knows the value of fine merchandise when he sees it.
Well,
Never fear, Wilco. Nilo can fix you right up. Need some Antarean firewater? A few gray market copies of the latest Things Quest game? Or a Lucky Tribble's foot? How about some Chernobyl cufflinks? They're a collector's item, you know. Guaranteed to give you that warm glow like only hard radiation can.
I don't think...
I can see you're looking for something special, Roger. Can I call you Roger? Well, I've got just the thing. Dehydrated space monkeys. They're all the rage in the colony worlds. You don't have to feed them and there's no mess. For you, 15 buckazoids.
I'm not sure.
You drive a hard bargain, Raj. I tell you what, you take a free sample of space monkeys and my business card with my compliments. Then you buy something for your lady friend the next time you pass through here.
Thanks.
Realizing he's not going to make a big score here, the sales beast moves off to find another victim.
Yep. God, they gave him a nice pompous.
Well, well, well. Look who it isn't.
Buzz off, laser brain.
Enjoying your new command, trash man? I recommended you for the job.
That's sanitation engineer to you, crumb.
Oh, whoa. An aristocrat. I bet Ambassador Wankmeister would be really impressed. She and I are having a great time working together, closely, on the Goliath.
Quirk, you have the looks of an Orat and the manners to match.
Why, you little? I could have you brought up on charges for that. I demand satisfaction. I challenge you to a game of battlecruiser, wimp.
Fine. I'm going to kick your F-side into the next quadrant, Quirk.
Ha! We'll see about that, broom jockey.
And now for the obligatory arcade type sequence in all Space Ghost games. Sector 3. Oh. Next, rotate Sector 2. Next, rotate. Sector 1. Next, rotate. I'll stick that in Sector. Oh, we are so gonna get stuffed in this. Next, I think we're all done. Let's play battleships. We'll start off at Sector 3 with... nothing. Okay, nothing in that top. Let's probe our top section of this one. Nothing. Okay. We'll fire it. Beautiful below. Right. Anywhere else something could be hiding out. Got another hit. Alright, hopefully there is nothing there in Sector 3. Should we a couple more just in... He's gonna just... Let's go for Sector 1 and just...
You smashed my starbase.
Am I being too methodical with this? Okay, we hit something. Cross. Yep. Cross. Yep. He's gonna destroy that soon. What do we think? That one. Yep.
You destroyed my destroyer, punk.
Okay. Oh, he's got one more hit to find me there.
You nailed my command ship.
So you got everything in damn well. Let's just finish off this sec. Hey, nothing else right, is he got everything in Sector 2? Let's do the probe at the top left. Okay, we've got something there, so we know, pretty much know. Yeah, I think I know what it is, so...
Blast you! You nailed my large battlecruiser, you weed!
Let's probe this side of it. There we go. We've got another one. I think that's... So now it's just the small little frickin'...
My star base. Arg.
So we'll try here. Okay, let's check the bottom. He's got the small one, that's not good. Are we? Can A3 hide anywhere in here? No. Can a 3 hide anywhere in here? Very possibly. Nope.
Rats! You wasted my scout ship.
Any other... see anywhere. Let's just in case. Even though I There. Here we go. Winning.
My scout ship.
I won! I won!
Why, you dirty no good.
What's going on here, Cliffy?
Captain, that slug-bait crewman from the Goliath called our ship a garbage scow. I just couldn't sit there and let him get away with it.
Cliffy, the Eureka is a garbage scow.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But he didn't have to go rubbing our noses in it.
I've heard enough. Guards, place this man under arrest and toss him in the brig.
Wait a minute, Quirk. You can't just...
I can and did. Now just stow it, Wilco, or you'll end up alongside him in a detention cell. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my ship. I wouldn't want to keep the ambassador waiting.
Let's see if...
Halt! Who goes there? Get lost, Pinhead. Did your mother have any children who lived?
Okay, so...
No! Ha ha! Sorry about that jolt. I just now turned the force field off. Go on in. No! Ha! What a dweeb. I can't believe he fell for the old shut off the power trick. Ha ha!
Need to save.
Why did you say, uh-oh, here we go again, when we came into the bar?
Cliffy had a slight misunderstanding with a crew member from the Intrepid the last time we came in here.
What do you mean by slight misunderstanding?
Apparently, Cliffy made some colorful speculations about this crew member's parentage. Then he proceeded to make some unflattering anatomical references.
I get the idea.
Males. You can't live with them, and sometimes you can't even house train them. Why, that reminds me of my 14th husband, Vlad. He was always brawling.
The captain doesn't have time to listen to one of your fascinating personal narratives right now, Flo. He has to figure out how to get Cliffy out of the slammer. Right, sir?
Yeah.
See, I told you the captain wasn't a complete closet case, Flo. I'm with you, sir. Let's go blast him out.
That's a fine idea, Drool, but it would draw too much attention. There's got to be a better way.
No reading.
The Merchant of Venus's Plastoid business chip. Your faithful, but not completely house-trained, companion, Spike. A whole...
Do not allow contents of package to mix with alcohol. That's all the...
Who's the moron who let all the dang space monkeys loose?
So,
I'm outside the airlock on EVA, and I hear the phone ring. I gotta climb in, cycle the airlock, decontaminate, climb out of the pressure suit, and run to the phone.
I hate that.
Turns out, it's one of these new phone companies wanting me to switch galactic long-distance carriers. He's talking about all these big savings I can get if I just switch from Sprint to TT and A's Friends and Aliens plan. Can you believe it?
What you tell them?
I said, no way! It just isn't worth it!
There you
Come on, let's go see what it is. Maybe we'll get to beat somebody up.
Let's go push a button. And fire.
This cell appears to be as empty as the...
Boy, am I glad to see you, Captain.
You've got yourself in a fine predicament this time, Cliffy.
I'm sorry, Captain, but it wasn't my fault.
I know, Cliffy. I know.
You're not gonna just leave me here to rot in this tiny cell for the rest of my life, are you?
Of course not, Cliffy. The Eureka isn't going anywhere without her chief engineer. Heck, nobody else can even figure out half the jury-rigged contraptions you've installed.
It's nice to feel needed, sir.
Now all we have to do is get you out of here. Any ideas?
Not a one, sir. Maybe you can find something that will get through these bars. But be careful. It's mighty cramped quarters in here, and I'd like to make it out in one piece. I guess that little beastie is good for something after all, sir.
How come none of Space Monkeys made it in here, even though it's...
I'm hurrying.
I'm receiving a coded transmission from StarCon, sir. We are ordered to proceed to Clorox II for an auxiliary garbage retrieval mission, sir.
Okay, off we go.
Lay...
What course?
90210.
Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway.
Light speed.
Aye, sir.
Okay.
You rang?
Status report.
I finished putting WD-40 back together and reprogrammed her to perform as our science officer. You can now reach her through the science station on your comm panel. Anything else, Captain?
Forget it.
Affirmative, Captain.
What function may I assist you with, Captain?
Status report.
All systems functioning within established parameters, sir. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco?
Yes.
Recommendation.
I recommend we proceed with caution, sir. Do you require any...
That is all.
Affirmative. I am complying.
Okay, let's just wait for us to get there.
We're approaching our destination, Captain.
And there we... Sir.
Regular speed.
Aye, sir.
That's strange. I'm not tracking a waste beacon. Maybe we should investigate.
I can put us into orbit to take a closer look, Captain.
Okay, let's see if we can do this bit, and let's go...
Standard orbit.
Standard orbit, aye.
What function may I assist you with, Captain?
Scan planet.
Atmosphere. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Gravity, 0.097 normal. Average temperature, 27 degrees Celsius. Life forms, indeterminate readings. The planet can support oxygen-breathing life forms, sir. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco?
Scan for ships.
Long-range sensors do not register any ships, sir. Do you require anything?
Recommendation.
I recommend we send down an away team to investigate the fate of the colonists. Captain. Do you require anything further?
That is...
Yes, Captain.
Any suggestions?
I think we should call this one in, sir. I have a bad feeling about this. My corns are starting to itch, and that always means trouble.
Brilliant.
Hail planet.
Hailings, sir. Strange. There's no response from the surface, Captain. Maybe we should call Starcon.
Hail Starcon.
Hailings, sir.
You have reached Starcon Central Command. All our wavelengths are busy now, but if you stay on this frequency, an operator will answer your call in the order it was received. Currently, you are number 2,856,875,333.
This looks a little suspicious. I'd better go down with you. Meet you in the transporter room, Captain.
Let's put...
Energize.
This may be dangerous, Captain. Let's split up so we can cover more territory.
Don't you think we should stick together?
Only if you make a quick wardrobe change, sir.
Now isn't the time to play fashion critic, Drool.
It's just that your shirt is so... well, red, sir. It's bad luck.
Clorox II.
A suspicious-looking object which you can't quite discern from your present location is wedged in the rocks above you. This is Curly, the third moon which orbits this dusty planet. Two terrestrial moons named Larry and Mo by the colonists are visible above the horizon of Clorox II. Scorch marks attest to the recent use of the colony's shuttle pad. Hastily sealed up buildings indicate rapid abandonment by their occupants. This building has a large hole ripped in the side of it. Rocks, pebbles, and stones are found in great quantities in this region. The wind's rolling along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. The wind-swept colony is eerily quiet and deserted.
Okay, it's good.
The canister bears the phrase Primordial Soup and the logo of the Genetics Research Corporation. A small label near the bottom bears the ominous inscription, Biohazard Teratogenic Substance. Do not expose to direct sunlight, air, or water. Do not ingest, inhale, or allow contact with exposed skin. Another fine product from Genetics Research Corporation, 41,666, Sector G6.
Okay, there is the coordinates that we need. Can we grab it?
The Surgeon General warns that handling a toxic waste container may be hazardous to your health.
Guess we're not doing that. Let's go to the building with a rip in it. Oh, who was that? Damn it.
This small computer console appears to be the only piece of machinery in working order inside the entire greenhouse. The colony greenhouse is a shambles. Broken computers and twisted machinery have been strewn about everywhere.
Okay, let's use the computer. Bit of paper fell out.
Well, aren't you an ugly one? I was once ugly like you, but look at me now. Perhaps I can make you pretty like me. Now try and dodge my Death Luigi's monkey boy!
You know, a little hemorrhoidal ointment will clear that rash on your face right up. Now get off me.
Oh, I'm gonna have to slow that
Nice
right down.
reflexes. Try.
Let's see if that can do it.
Well, aren't you an ugly one? I was once ugly like you, but look at me now. Perhaps I can make you pretty like me. Now try and dodge my Death Luigi's monkey boy!
You know, a little hemorrhoidal ointment will clear that rash on your face right up. Now get off me.
Thank goodness.
Like shooting techs. I thought I was dog meat for sure.
Hey, he's a real looker. I'd better scout around and see if there's any more of these creatures I can blow away. Meet you back on the ship.
He's undergoing some kind of metamorphosis.
Arr! Thank you. At last, I'm free.
What happened here?
Entire colony mutated. Bad soup, secret path, over the ridge. Hurry!
What a bunch of gibberish.
Alright, turn the speed back up and save. Let's grab the bit of paper and have a peek. The battered scrap of paper appears to have some writing on it. 80869. 80869. Personal log. Small survey team is overdue. Reports of strange creatures. I'm going to blast through this because it's not being read, and the whole point of this playthrough is the full voice mod. Worried about the disappearance of the survey team. Search party has been dispatched to learn the fate of the survey team. Hasn't reported back. Fears spurred on by more wild rumours about creatures as the colony on the verge of panic. God help us, a band of hideous mutant creatures attacked the colony last night. Very few of us escaped the massacre, and I've been wounded slightly. There is no doubt these creatures are intelligent and appear to have rudimentary understanding of technology. They have captured the shuttle pad, cutting off our only means of escape. Using my personal passcodes, I've sealed the colony so that the creatures will no longer be able to get into any of the undamaged structures. I am in agony. The wound I received burns like fire. An hour ago, the mutant creatures blasted off in the colony shuttle as they climbed the boarding ramp. I got my first good look at a creature in the daylight. It was hideous. The tattered rags he wore were the remnants of the survey team survival kit. I have a terrible suspicion about the fate of the colonists. I am now utterly alone on this planet. Dying, I hope. Okay, nothing else. So, there is the exposition as to what is going on. I think we're done. So we have the coordinates for the Genetics Corporation. So I think that is our next step. Can we beam up? Where is this? Let's see if we can beam up.
This is Eureka. Go ahead, Captain Wilco.
One to beam up, Flo.
Oh, great! Just when I was finally starting to unwind up here.
Where is Drool, or has he already come back? There he is.
I'm picking up a weak signal on an emergency frequency, Captain. I'm putting it on screen.
Mayday! Mayday! This is the SCS Goliath. Any Confederation ships in range, please respond. Is SCS Goliath. I repeat, we're under attack. They came through Thunder Bay.
I'm sorry, sir. I've lost the transmission. The message was too brief to pin down the exact source, but I've narrowed it down to the region of the Thraka system.
Okay, I guess.
Meanwhile, on the SCS Goliath.
Guess we're not going to the coordinates on the can. We're gonna go do whatever here first. Icky. And we will leave it here then. as the end of episode 2, recorded just over an hour. I'm sure we can trim this down a little bit, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. What do we think of the voice mod so far? I'm looking forward to finishing this game. I've probably got, 1 or 2 more episodes or hours to go in the game? Let us know what you think, and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.